The Mazda 6 or Mazda 6 is a large family car produced by the Japanese car manufacturer Mazda since 2002, now in its third generation. It replaced the long-serving Mazda 626 which replaced the Mazda 616 in 1977. The Mazda 6 has sold over 1 million units worldwide since its introduction, hitting this sales milestone faster than all previous Mazdas. The Mazda 6 was the first example of the company's new stylish, insightful, and spirited design philosophy, followed by the Mazda 2 in December 2002, the RX-8 in August 2003, the Mazda 3 in January 2004, the Mazda 5 in the summer of 2005, the MX-5 in October 2005, and the Mazda CX-7 in November 2006. The 2003 Mazda 6 is essentially the fourth-generation Mazda 626 as the Mazda 6 continues on the G platform, progressing from the GF-platform 626/Capella to the GG-platform Mazda6. First generation, the model lineup consists of a four-door sedan, a five-door hatchback and a five-door estate, marketed in North America as the Sport Sedan, five-door, and Sport Wagon, respectively. In Australia, the lineup starts with Limited, available only as a saloon. Then comes the Classic, available in saloon, hatch or estate. The luxury model is next, available in saloon and hatch versions. Topping the range is the luxury sports model, available only as a hatch. In New Zealand the lineup consisted of 2.0L GLX, 2.3L GSX, and the range-topping 2.3L Limited. When it arrived in North America, it was first sold as a 2003 model in the United States and as a 2004 model in Canada. In Europe, the luxury sports model was available as a 220 HP direct injection turbo diesel estate up until 2007. As of 2008, the European Mazda catalogue lists only the sport version of the 246 HP turbo diesel estate, while the luxury sport version has been dropped. Drivetrain combinations include the Mazda MZ-R engine in configurations of 1.8L, 2.0L and 2.3L, initially with a 5-speed manual or 4-speed automatic transmission. In the U.S. domestic market, a 3.0L Duratec 30 V6 engine is also available with a 5-speed manual or 5-speed automatic. European and Australian versions also feature a 4-cylinder turbo diesel that comes with a 6-speed manual transmission and produces significantly more torque than the V6, with much improved fuel economy. In North America, the 5-speed automatic optional on the V6 models is replaced by an Aisin 6-speed automatic for 2005 model year. The 4-cylinder model receives a Jatco 5-speed automatic in the following year. Power is directed to the front wheels in most markets, although full-time all-wheel drive models are available in Japan, Europe and Australia. Not all configurations are available in all areas. For example, the Mazda 6 as released in Australia is available in 2.3L 4-cylinder guise only, while the 626 which it replaced was available with a choice of 4 or 6-cylinder engines. The MZ-I V6 engine was only fitted to vehicles manufactured at Flat Rock, Michigan and destined for the US and Canadian domestic markets. Just as before the Mazda 626 was renamed to Mazda 6 Atenza, Ford continues to use the Mazda's G-Series platform for the basis of a number of its CD3 platform-coded vehicles, including the Ford Fusion, Mercury Milan, Lincoln Zephyr MKZ, Lincoln MKX, and a range of SUVs and minivans. Ford also plans to offer a hybrid powertrain on the platform. The official Mazda chassis codes are GG and GY series, following the 626/Capella in its GF/GW series. Mazda's Hafu plants in Yamaguchi Prefecture, Japan produced the Mazda 6 for international markets from February 2002 to August 2007. In North America, Mazda 6 production is handled at the Auto Alliance International plant, which is a joint venture between Ford and Mazda. The first Mazda 6 rolled off this Flat Rock, Michigan assembly line on October 1, 2002, 1 month after 626 production ended. There are also satellite plants building Mazda 6 models in China and Thailand for their respective local markets. In September 2005, all Australian Mazda 6s received a facelift which included a feature upgrade, 5-speed auto and 6-speed manual transmissions, standard 16 or 17-inch alloy wheels and minor bodywork upgrades. In China, the Mazda 6 is used as the base for the FAW Bintang, also known as Piston or Hongyi C301, manufactured by the First Automobile Works in Jilin Province. Mazda Speed 6, the 2006 Mazda Speed Atenza is a high-performance version of the Mazda 6. Its mission statement was written with the help of Peter Birtwistle, chief of Mazda's Advanced Design Studio in Germany at the time. It was initially unveiled as a concept at the 2002 Paris show. It features a turbocharged version of the 2.3 LMZRi4 which produces 272 PS. The North American version, at 274 HP, revised to 270 HP for 2007. All models have 280 lb-ft of torque. This 2.3 LDISI turbocharged engine features direct fuel injection and conforms to the new Euro 5 emission standards. It has a revised front fascia with a raised hood, a 6-speed manual transmission, and all-wheel drive. The all-wheel drive system uses Mazda's active torque split computer-based control, which routes up to 50% of the power to the rear wheels depending on driving conditions. Originally scheduled to be launched in June 2005, the Mazda Speed Atenza was delayed until November. In North America, the Mazda Speed 6 comes in two trim levels. The Sport trim with cloth interior and standard key entry and ignition. And the Grand Touring trim with leather interior, keyless entry ignition, and an optional DVD navigation. Automatic climate control is standard, as is a 200W Bose stereo system featuring 7 speakers and a 6-inch subwoofer in addition to an in-6 disc CD changer. A sunroof with moonroof feature is optional on the Grand Touring trim. Car and Driver magazine has achieved a 0-60 mph time of 5.4 seconds for this vehicle. Awards: the Mazda 6 was second place in the 2003 European Car of the Year Awards and made Car and Driver magazine's 10 Best list for 2003. The Sport Wagon won the Canadian Car of the Year Best New Station Wagon Award, while the Sport Sedan won the Canadian Car of the Year Best New Family Car Award for 2005. The Atenza wagon also won What Car's Best Estate Award in 2004. Also the Mazda 6 won the 2003 Semperite Irish Car of the Year. The Mazda 6 won the Best Mid-Size Car title in Australia's Best Cars in 2002 and 2003. It came second in 2004, behind the Subaru Legacy, and fifth in 2005. Wheels magazine also awarded the Mazda 6 winner of its Active Safety Program in July 2005. In December 2007 in Australia the Mazda 6 won the Castle's People's Choice Award for its class. The Mazda 6 was praised for its edgy handsome design, communicative steering and tight suspension. However, as it was designed as a world car in order to fit the needs of Europe and Japan, it was smaller than its North American contemporaries in the mid-size segment, being criticized for its reduced passenger space. Its acceleration, particularly the V6 engine models, lagged behind that of its rivals as well. The hatchback's liftback notchback styling was considered a clever design to disguise it as a four-door saloon, as North Americans generally considered trunks more elegant than hatches. The estate had an early demise, but the hatchback was somewhat successful in Canada, especially in Quebec, though it would not have a 2009 refresh, as both models were unpopular in the US. Second generation: the Mazda 6 second generation made its premiere at the 2007 Frankfurt Auto Show in September. The new Mazda 6 is based on the Mazda GH chassis platform, a revised version of the GG chassis which Ford also still uses as their CD3 platform. Mazda continues to provide 3 body styles, including 4-door saloon, 5-door hatchback and wagon. A number of journalists have already praised its electrically assisted steering for being considerably improved compared to the last generation, providing more feedback to the driver. The hatchback model even has a trunk space which beats the larger rival Ford Mondeo and Opel Vauxhall Insignia by 200 litres with rear seats folded down. This model of the Mazda 6 was awarded 2010 Family Car of the Year by What Car? Magazine. At the 2010 Geneva Motor Show, Mazda announced their new 2011 Mazda 6. North America. The North American version was redesigned for the 2009 model year. The wagon is no longer being offered to North American customers, most likely due to the CAFE regulations, which favor the SUV platform. It is a widened and lengthened version of the model sold elsewhere, with larger engines. Reviewers have noted its coupe-like roofline and sportier style. North American engine choices include a new 2.5-liter four-cylinder, and North American versions get the 3.7-liter V6, which is also available in the Mazda CX-9. Motor Trend recorded a 0-60 mph acceleration time of 6.1 seconds for the Mazda 6 V6. In America, only a sedan model was available. A Mazda Speed 6 variant was not offered. Despite the North American version's increase in dimensions, Mazda maintains that the 6 retains the overall driving experience is still sportier than rivaling Honda Accords, Toyota Camrys, or Chevrolet Malibus. Early reviews have been favorable. On March 3, 2011, around 50,000 Mazda 6 vehicles from the 2009 Euro 10 model years were recalled in the United States, with another 15,000 in Canada, Mexico and Puerto Rico after it was found that yellow sac spiders were building nests in the fuel line of the vehicles. The Mazda 6 has two pipes coming from its gas tank, an extremely rare configuration. The amount of gasoline vapor in the fuel line is just strong enough to draw the spider in but not strong enough to kill it. On April 5, 2014, Mazda reissued the same recall for spiders against all 2010 to 2012 Mazda 6 vehicles with 2.4-liter engines. Motorsport. In 2007, Mazda won its first manufacturer's championship in the touring car class. In 2009, they finished second in the manufacturer's championship with 65 points, behind Acura. The Mazda 6 has also been used in the KONI Challenge Series Sport Touring class. It was last used in 2008 by the Baglia Racing team with Dennis Baglia, Chris Gleason, and Marty Luffy as drivers. The Mazda 6 also gives its name to a stock car in the NASCAR Corona Series. Third generation. The third-generation Mazda 6 was unveiled during Moscow International Motor Show in late August 2012. In this generation, there are only 4-door sedan and 5-door station wagon versions available. The wagon is no longer offered in the North American market due to low demand for wagon models. Mazda is not alone in pulling their wagon variants from the North American market, as Volkswagen, BMW, Audi, and Mercedes-Benz have removed at least some or all of their wagon models from their North American lineup. Its design has been extremely well received, and was a finalist in the 2013 World Design of the Year. Asia. The Japanese model's Mazda Atenza went on sale from November 1, 2013. Early models include 20S, 25S, XD, XDL package. For 2014, the changes include SCBS become standard for the Atenza 20S and XD, increased efficiency for Ski-Active G2.5 engine models to 16.0 km per litre, new slide glass sunroof option for Ski-Active D2.2 engine models, addition of XDL package, Bose 11-speaker sound system with Centrepoint 2 surround sound becomes standard in XDL package models, addition of deep crystal blue mica body color to total of 7 body color options. In China, the third generation is sold under the Atenza nameplate, to differentiate it from the first-generation Mazda 6, which is still being produced in China. 2014 Tokyo Auto Salon Concepts, Atenza Sedan Design Concept 2014 is a version of Mazda Atenza Sedan with Ski-Active D engine, Ski-Active MT 6-speed transmission, original aero parts, Brembo brake caliper, Sol red body color, roof, aluminium wheel, aero parts. Semi-bucket seat, Alcantara interior upholstery. Atenza Wagon Design Concept 2014 is a version of Mazda Atenza Wagon with SkiActiv-D engine, SkiActiv-MT 6-speed transmission, metal decoration at instrument panel, dashboard with leather upholstery and stitching, metal decoration at trunk board. The vehicles were unveiled in 2014 Tokyo Auto Salon. Australia. In Australia, the Mazda 6 is sold with a 2.5L SkiActiv-G petrol or 2.2L SkiActiv-D twin-turbo diesel 4-cylinder engine, offering 138 kW per 250 Nm and 129 kW per 420 Nm respectively. The 5-door hatchback version of the first and second generation models is no longer available, in favor of sedan and wagon. Transmission options include Mazda's 6-speed SkiActiv automatic as well as a 6-speed manual. Notably, Mazda's SkiActiv technologies have reduced the petrol model's fuel consumption from an official figure of 8.9 L/100 km for the previous generation to 6.6 L/100 km, a 25% improvement. The diesel's fuel economy gain was less marked, from 5.9 L/100 km for the previous manual transmission-only diesel model to 5.4 L/100 km for the new automatic-only offering. North America, the vehicle was unveiled at 2013 Los Angeles Auto Show. North American SkiActiv-G 2.5-liter gasoline engine models were set to go on sale in January 2013 as 2014 model year vehicle, followed by SkiActiv-D engine models in second half of 2013. However, the introduction of the diesel variant of Mazda 6 to the U.S. market was delayed from the second half of 2013 to spring 2014 due to emission issue. In early 2014, it is reported that the introduction of the diesel engine has been delayed again. The engine is already available on both the Asian and European models of the third-generation Mazda 6. The North American models are no longer offered with a V6 engine. The 2.5L produces 184 HP and has an EPA rating of 38 mpg highway. After numerous delays, the 2.2-liter diesel will most likely be offered sometime in the first half of 2015, but final details regarding the engine have not been released. In the United States, the Mazda 6 is available in 3 models, Sport, Touring, and Grand Touring, and is offered only as a 4-door sedan. While all 3 models offer their own distinct features, all of the models offer these features as standard equipment: 2.5L, 184 horsepower SkiActiv-G inline-4 engine, Bluetooth hands-free telephone system with A2DP stereo streaming capabilities, on all models except the Sport with a 6-speed manual, alloy wheels, keyless entry with keyless access and push-button start system. The Sport and Touring models are offered with the choice of either a 6-speed manual or 6-speed automatic transmission, while the top-of-the-line Grand Touring is only offered with a 6-speed automatic. In Canada, GX, GS and GT trim levels are offered and all have a 6-speed manual transmission standard. The 2014 Mazda 6 won a Motor Trend comparison against the 2013 Honda Accord Sport and 2013 Toyota Camry SE. The 2014 Mazda 6 Grand Touring also won in a comparison against the 2013 Honda Accord XL in the June 2013 issue of Car and Driver. The 2014 vehicle was unveiled in 2013 Toronto Auto Show. Production of all North American models was transferred to Hiroshima, Japan, due to ongoing efforts to increase global manufacturing efficiencies. Motorsport. In 2013, Mazda entered the new GX class of the Rolex 24 series with cars powered by its diesel SkiActiv-D engine. During the first race in January 2013, all 3 cars had to retire in the first few hours due to engine failure. The Mazda 6 is also presently used as a racing vehicle for the GTS class at SCCA Pro Racing World Challenge. Mazda finished first in the Manufacturers' Championship standings. Mazda 6 drivers also finished first and second in the touring car driver points. Grand Am GX Mazda6 SkiActiv-D Racing. It is a race car version of Mazda 6 for the GX class of Grand Am series, with 2.2L SkiActiv-D engine. The vehicle was unveiled at 2014 Tokyo Auto Salon. References. External links: Official USA Mazda 6 website, Official UK Mazda 6 website, Mazda 6 Repair Manual.